Grand Theft Auto has come to handhelds before, but it's never come quite like this. In the past, the games have gone for the classic top-down view of the older GTA games. But in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, you're presented a game in full 3D that takes place in the same Liberty City that you might remember from GTA 3. First and foremost, it's a pretty stunning technical achievement. Beyond that, though, it's got a few problems that prevent the game from fully capitalizing on that achievement. The game's storyline is the sort of straightforward that you'd expect out of a PC expansion pack rather than a full game. You play as low to mid-level mobster Tony Cipriani, loyal to a fault. Cipriani is a member of the Leone crime family headed up by Salvatore Leone. The Leones are neck-deep in an open war with the Sindaco family when the game opens. Over the course of the game's 12 or so hour storyline, you'll take it to the Sindacos, the Forellis, the Yakuza, and so on. The game rarely strays from this focus, which is a bit of a shame since some of the most interesting and funniest parts of previous GTA games have been when you've gotten off track a little bit. Now, I say it's around 12 hours to beat, but keep in mind I'm only talking about the story. Sticking to the story leaves you with a completion percentage somewhere around 40 or so. You've also got the standard GTA side stuff like pizza delivery, vigilante missions, ambulance driving, hidden packages, and so on. You can also take on work at a car lot and attempt to sell cars to customers by showing off your driving skills. If you're into that optional stuff, you'll find a lot more to do. Over the years, the mission design in the GTA games has gotten more complex, introducing multi-staged missions that have you doing a lot of different stuff to achieve your goal. Liberty City Stories takes things back to the days of GTA 3 in this respect too. The missions are usually pretty one-dimensional and focus on you getting a car, blowing up a car, taking out a guy, picking up some guys, getting your car sprayed, and so on. There are a few missions that get a little larger than this, and these tend to be the more interesting and final ones. A big part of GTA's appeal lies in its go-anywhere, do-anything mentality. People have built entire mini-games in their heads that revolve around simply opening fire and seeing how long you can survive before law enforcement finally gets you. You can certainly do that here as well, but police response seems to be one of the things that's been scaled back a bit to get the game running at a playable frame rate on the PSP. You just don't get that swarm of police cars that you get on consoles. Also, a few hitch-ups related to the game's audio starting and stopping occasionally cause the game to seize up for a second or so when you get into or out of a car. When you're in the middle of a heated firefight, the stoppages really stick out. While the game's storyline is mostly serious, the game still gets its trademark sense of humor across on the radio stations. While the stations aren't as long as they've been in the past, there's still plenty of great stuff here. The DJs are generally pretty good and the commercials are fantastic. The music, however, isn't quite the treasure trove of licensed music you've heard in past games. Maybe the publisher ran into some trouble trying to license late 90s boy band music or something, but the only station that feels truly accurate is the rap station hosted by DJ Clue. It sounds, well, a lot like a DJ Clue mixtape from the late 90s, with some Nori, some DMX, and Big Punisher. It's hard not to compare certain aspects of Liberty City Stories to the console GTA games because this PSP game comes really close and often delivers the exact same sort of game you'd expect from the series. But it's things like the game's straightforward storyline that get in the way and prevent it from being as memorable as some of the past games have been. But if you can look past that, which isn't really too tough, you'll find GTA in the palm of your hand. That's pretty crazy.